But Som
good as
doesn't
well.
fix the issue, really, does it?
If he's a vibes guy,
Right.
if he's a vibes guy, which I think he is, and then they kind of lean heavier on the set strats, and maybe you work with
Som?
Ethan on how to IGL. I think
Yeah,
it could work.
I think he's a
Yeah, but
vibes
I
guy
mean-
in a weird roundabout way where I think there's people who could be punching bags and allow you to like. That's what I feel like Som was last year on NRG. Like he was just
Oh,
a
really?
punching bag for everybody to like, yeah, to say, hey, do this, do this, do this, do this. Like that's what I saw him as. He's definitely a vibes guy at the same time, but he also doesn't get down when that sort of thing happens.
Yeah, but I mean, this if they add Som, but they don't fix any of the rest of it, they're going to be extraordinary vibes whilst continuing to lose, I think. You know, the more important part is actually
true.
fixing the rest of what's going on here. And I don't think that, like, Marved isn't dragging the vibe down. You're like, yeah, they might need
No,
some
I agree.
additional, somebody else in terms of what they add. Yeah, maybe some different energy, maybe some different, like, play style. Like, yeah, Som's less proactive than Marved is on the attack
not
side.
getting
Maybe
that.
that's going to be useful.
I'm
But
chilling.
those things are going to be, like, small additions. They still have this enormous problem to solve, which is like, how do you approach the game, like the entirety of the game?
Yeah.
They could do that whilst signing Som. I just,
This
I don't
Might
know
be
that
the
they'll
first
be causal.
opportunity for a trade situation. I can't think of any
I was
viable
looking at
trade.
it though, but who?
Yeah, exactly. I can't
Is
think of
Plat
any
Chat
viable
useful?
trade, but I feel like there's teams desperate enough
Yeah.
to just kind of
I don't know.
switch things up because I really don't think that there's that much available in Americas right now, given how many.
I
people
think
are
you'd have to
locked up
pull from the
challengers.
EMEA.
Uh-huh.
No, there's
Happy
surely some
birthday,
tier two
Romeo.
talent. I mean,
There's
I
tier
don't-
2.
Oh,
talent,
tier 2
yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
good day,
But I
dude.
mean, if you were going tier 1, I think you'd have to try to look towards people in
Dude,
EMEA.
if I'm going off the assumption that they
Why do you think that,
it's
Alpha
like
Rage?
comms based, I would want to get in a younger, hungry player that can just add something. new,
Theories, think of the
to be
prime.
honest.
A lot of times the younger
Because-
players don't have comms though. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. You want to get somebody who's just at least going to provide something and not just fall prey to the fucking the dampening cloud that is NRG. The way I see that internal team dynamic working is
player.
like
Oxen.
everyone
Oxen.
yeah, is the way I see that the NRG is like I feel like
Akaza,
everybody's
thank you
just
for the 2 months.
like,
I wonder
afraid
what
of
your
saying the wrong
thoughts
thing and trying to
are
appear cool all the
on
time.
what
And
the
so they're
meta
all
will
really
be after
serious.
Masters and Split
And
2.
then it just leads
Probably just
to
less
like,
Viper,
nobody
but
wanting to
similar
step up. That's-
otherwise.
maybe that's a fucking
That's a
completely
fucking
incorrect
green
read.
room take if I've ever heard
Yeah,
one.
dude,
See
that's,
what
that's
Vanity
an,
say
that's an
about you and
absolute
NRG?
fucking,
I
know
did see
nothing
that.
of what's going on internally into the team, and I'm just throwing ideas out there. But that's the vibe I get, man. I just don't see them smiling much.
Yeah.
They feel like they don't have fun.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta fucking step one. You gotta have fun. You
You
gotta
take it.
enjoy playing the game.
Yeah, I actually said something similar to this in my stream. I was like, I would kick any, because people were flaming Bolster because he's been having like a rough time. I was just like, I would kick anyone in NRG and just put Bolster in, even knowing he was going to get 0 kills. Like if you said Bolster could join the team, he's going to get zero kills. I think I would change anyone in that team and put him in. Brings the vibes, gets to the IGL. I think that would be a better team.
Yeah, I agree.
I genuinely believe that. So, but yeah, I don't think this is a reflection on Marv.
Mostly 'cause
I think it's
there's
just
been-
they need to change up. I'm
He's
glad
been
they're
there since
making
the
a change.
beginning and
that's a valid
haven't
take.
reached
I
his
think
max
that's a good
potential.
way to
Maybe it's
put
time
it.
to go
Well,
under
let's
new
move on
management.
to another team who didn't make it to
I don't think it matters as much as
Shanghai?
you think. Plus, he played
Loud,
well, yes,
and
last
the
year.
rumor for them is crazy. This is
This
absolutely
is ludicrous.
crazy. Less potentially getting dropped from Loud, and I don't know where this could go. I think Sadak talked about it a little bit on stream. Sadak was going in on Loud and their management on stream as well. So all that's
Oh?
tied together. But the main one, the tangible one, is less potentially leaving Loud.
What does Sadak say?
And I just don't understand this. I don't even know where to begin with this, because unless this is based on less wanting to leave or something, so the original rumor when it first came out was something to do with the finances or whatever,
He
wasn't
just
it?
said, "I want to win."
That was
what
the
I saw,
original
yeah.
thing. So that doesn't make any sense to me,
I
because
see.
Loud have already come out and said in previous years in off seasons that they do not offer the most. They were trying to build a super team, but it was if you're unfamiliar with it, kind of how the team dynamics work, normally top teams that win, teams that have good players, they don't need to pay the most because people want to be on winning organizations. People want to be paired up with winning players that have done it before that they think they can win with. And so Loud have said publicly that they don't offer enormous salaries. And even if they were to try to cut somebody to relieve the salary, surely Les is such a good player. Surely he's got something in his salary that says he has X amount of severance pay or whatever. And they're just going to get in a situation like Cloud9 were with Ye, where they end up paying huge amounts of money to drop the player just to get the salary off the books. And then they're still going to have another player in there anyway because you need 5. Like, I just can't think of any world where this works financially to actually get money
correct
off
me
the
if I'm
books.
wrong, but I think the money angle when this discussion was being talked
Wait,
about
I
was,
know why we're not
the team not being happy with the options that they had for a 5th player at the beginning of the year. Right, that's where Sadak was complaining about, and that's like low key shade at QCK, but probably also kind of upset that they lost Aspas in the first place because they weren't.
Should
willing
Loki
to
become
throw
a
money
reaction
at it.
streamer?
That's how I interpreted it, and maybe I'm wrong because the articles in Portuguese ain't nobody from the scene. We have to
Esport
like,
is
literally
so
go to the
short. I
fucking
don't understand
source
why
for
people
this,
go
but,
after the money.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff happening.